Let me catch my breath. Friends, welcome back to the Chemically Imbalanced Black Girl podcast. Once again, if this is your first time listening, this podcast is a collection of visual and audio existential crisis thoughts from a chemically imbalanced black girl who is Zaria, and that is me. Hello. Guys, if I sound a little foggy, it's just because I just woke up from one of the best naps I've ever had in my entire life. You know when you nap so good you can like taste it? Like when you wake up you can just like taste fabric. I don't know, but it was amazing. Also, I had a really good day, and I'm going to tell you guys about it because the day I had really helped like me mentally from what I've been like going through. And I haven't been going through anything major. If this is your first episode, I've just been in an emotional crisis for the past 2 months. I don't know what's happening. It's just, you know. Nothing dire in my life is happening. Like my kids are fine. Like my kids, I mean my pets. Like my work is fine. My house is fine. Like my health is fine. It's just my emotions, bitch. But I feel so much better, y'all. Let me tell you about the day I've had, okay? The fact that it's still early, it's only 2:00. It's so crazy. I feel like I've had a whole 24 hours. So this morning I woke up and I had some amazing sleep, which never happens, right? I never get good sleep because my problem is, I know a lot of people have a hard time falling asleep, but my issue is I have a hard time staying asleep. I can fall asleep any fucking where. Bitch, I can fall asleep standing up. I'm gonna wake up in like 3 minutes though. I can never stay asleep. It doesn't matter if I take melatonin or anything, bitch. I just cannot stay asleep, and that's always been my problem. I can never sleep through the night for shit. Even before I had pets, it was just never a thing for me. I always was like, well, guess I'll roll a blunt, even though it's fucking 3:30 a.m. It just never works. Last night, all the way through this morning, I was knocked out, and I didn't even smoke before I slept. So that's even more crazy. But I just got a new blanket, so now I'm sleeping with 2 blankets, and it's getting a little chillier in Florida, so I think that's probably what it was. Okay, but anyway, girl, so I got up, took a shower, right? Water was hot as fuck, and I don't know if it's a woman thing, I don't know if it's a black woman thing, I don't know what it is, but I like my water to damn near singe my skin off, okay? If I'm not the shade of like a Fuji apple by the time I get out of the shower, bitch, the water wasn't hot enough. I want to be raw. I want steam to be coming off my body when I step out of the shower, okay? That's how hot I like my showers. And in this house, my shower gets hot, but it only gets hot enough to where, you know, when you like first get in a hot shower and you turn your back to it, it's like that. It's only hot enough to do that. It's not hot enough to like boing. And I want it to boing. Anyway, it was boiling this morning, girl. It was burning real bad. I was like, ooh. I was like, my window got steamy and everything. I was like, oh my God. It's usually only the mirror, not the window. But shower was on point. The exfoliant was exfoliating. It was really nice. I took a really long shower. I usually always take long showers, but I did an everything shower for no reason. For absolutely no reason. I did an everything shower. I was like, bitch, we in here. The razor right there. Loofah right there. Little Lush exfoliant right there. Bitch, let's do it. I was just feeling good. So I did it. Then I went to my kitchen, and maybe last week I had found this new thrift store. Maybe like 7 minutes away from my house. And I was like, how have I never seen this before? I went in there, and y'all, now everybody knows Goodwill is my place. Half of my identity is Goodwill. Like bitch, every single clothing item, unless it's a special occasion, has come from Goodwill. Down to my shoes and socks. I don't play about Goodwill. If there's a fresh pack of anything in there, bitch, I'm buying it. Hasn't been opened, it's mine. But this was like an actual thrift store. Like you had to like open boxes and you know, you had to like dig in there and shit like that. Everything wasn't laid out for you and you know, freshly propped up like it is at Goodwill. This was a fucking thrift store. He was like, nigga, I found some shit, and then hopefully you find some shit in the shit that I found. You know, it was like that. And I was like, what? So I was in there for like 2-3 hours because I was digging. I was like, this ain't my first rodeo, bitch. I know how to thrift. So I was in there. I wasn't even looking for clothes. And I, you know what? That's a little caveat. I've noticed why when I get older, I start looking for like household shit more than I do like to upgrade my fashion. I haven't looked for clothes. If I'm not going nowhere or if it's not my birthday, I do not shop for clothes no more. And that's so sad. Anyway, back on topic. I'm in there and I found a mini vacuum, which I've been searching for because I did not want to buy one off of Amazon. I was just like, I feel like I can find one for less. And I did because it was $5. And then I found an espresso machine, and it was a little broken. I'm not gonna lie. It was a little broken, but not broken enough to where I couldn't use that bitch. It was just broken to where I just had to use something else to put on top of it. Anyway, so I bought that. It was like $20. I was like, yes, bitch, I'll take it. Not gonna lie. I grew up in a Keurig house with the little K-Pops. And I don't think I've ever had espresso before, but I had to have it in my house. So did I have to Google how to use it and what espresso was? Yes, I did. But I got it. They got it at Harvey's. So long story short, I got up, I made me an espresso, which was really just like a bunch of milk and a shot of some like really strong shit that I didn't enjoy because I had to put sugar and brown sugar in it, bitch. I ain't never had to do that to no coffee. And to be honest with y'all, I'm not even really, you could tell I had an espresso because look at the way I'm talking. But I'm not even really a coffee drinker for real. I am just like a chai bitch. You know what I'm saying? I've always been a hot chai, iced chai type of person. I've never really liked coffee. And I'm surprised I'm drinking hot coffee because I never really liked hot coffee. If I do drink coffee, it's definitely going to be an iced caramel mocha frappe. Then I was sitting in my living room and I was drinking it when I could finally drink it, when it tasted good. I was like, damn, you know what would go great with this little cup of espresso? A blunt. Set the cup down on the stove so it could stay hot, you know? Went in my room, rolled me a little gorilla thumb. Came back out. I was like, you know what would go great with these two? A little water, a little ambiance. Went to the backyard. Sat in front of the water. Didn't grab no chair. Didn't grab no stool. I just sat in the grass. Like Eve. I was really enjoying myself. I saw some fish jump out the water. You know what I'm saying? Saw some rummage in the water. I was like, ooh, we got to fix that. Sat out there for like, I'm not going to lie, it was an hour, maybe like 30 minutes, maybe 25 minutes. I don't know. Time flies when you're having fun. I don't know how long I sat out there, but I know it was more than 15. It was definitely more than 20. It was out there for a minute. The sun shifted. That's how I know it was longer. But I came back in the house, y'all, and I, we all fam here. I DJ diddled a little bit, not a lot, just a little bit, enough to make the day bright. And I laid there and I was like, I want to do something. I'm going to go out somewhere. It stemmed from really me being hungry. And I was like, I need to eat and I don't want to cook. So I need to go out somewhere. But then I started romanticizing it, right? I was like, bitch, you need to take you somewhere. You need to get dressed up, right? You need to, you already shaved, bitch. You need to have the legs out. You need to get oiled up. You need to put the hair back in a ponytail. Okay. And you need to go out somewhere and eat a meal of structure and solitude. I'm like, yeah, me, you're right. I am going to do that. So I get dressed up, y'all. I haven't been dressed up since my birthday. Yeah, I think like a couple months ago. Anyway, I got dressed up. I put on a little skirt, a little crop top, right? I put on some earrings, looking real cute, right? I put on some lip gloss, I even put some mascara on. I never wear mascara unless literally I'm going somewhere, but I guess I was. But I got so cute, y'all. I was like, yeah, we finna eat a meal. So one of my favorite places in Jacksonville that I found is called Blue... Girl, I can't even remember the name. It's either Blue Oyster or, I don't know, Blue Fish, something like that. Anyway, I don't even know where it is. I'm not from here. I couldn't tell you. But I put in the GPS. And I've been there, I think, maybe 3 or 4 times now because I've been for, like, one self-date. I went by myself, and then I think I went for, like, a friend's birthday. I can't remember the other times I went. But, yeah. And I really like it because they have these... why can I think of any words right now? They have these like have these baked oysters that I really, really like. It's like Oysters Rockefeller, but it doesn't have spinach or anything in it. So I guess it's like steamed. I don't know, but they taste really good. And So I went, and it was like a brunch special or whatever the fuck. It wasn't happy hour. It was like some special they were doing for brunch. Anyway, they were half off, bitch, because they're usually like $19, and they were not $19. I was like, oh my gosh. She was like, yeah, it'll be like $13. I was like, for the whole thing, for like, I don't want a little plate of them. I want the whole thing, like the menu said. She was like, oh yeah, like on their brunch special, they're like, a little bit off. And I was like, girl, bring me 2 plates of them. So I ate 2 plates of oysters, and I had a mimosa. And I was like, wow, I'm having a great time. I sat outside. The sun was shining. It wasn't raining, finally. It's been, if you live in Florida or anywhere near Jacksonville, it's been raining every goddamn day for the past 37 years. But yeah, I sat outside. It was nice. Nice little warm wind. I saw a fucking caterpillar climbing up the chair beside me. I was like, when the last time I'd have seen a caterpillar? What's going on today? The elements are elementing. It's a really nice experience. Me and the waitress had like a real cute like exchange, because when she walked up, she was like, hey, I'll be your waitress. And I was like, oh my God, you have a really nice face. I don't know why I always say that to people. Like, that's not a very strange compliment to give, but verbatim, that's always what I say. And she was like, oh my God, thank you. You look so cute. And I was like, girl, you better stop. I'm here by myself. I don't gotta leave that way, but No, it was just really sweet. It was so nice. And then I left. I walked around, because I don't know what that area of Jacksonville is called. I wish I was from here so I could give y'all like more details, which I probably shouldn't. But I don't know what that area is called. So it's like a bunch of shops. It kind of reminds me of a little bit of New York, Boston, and Chicago all put together, because you know how they all have like the either like little Italy or like the Asian streets and stuff like that. It's like little shops like that. Anyway, I was walking around and I found this like old black woman in the store, and she like made jewelry and stuff like that, like beaded. She was making like waist beaded jewelry and stuff like that. And I was like, girl, this is so cute. And I'm not a real big jewelry fan above my torso. Like, I like foot jewelry a whole lot, like toe rings and ankle bracelets. That's like more my style. I hate wearing earrings. I always break my bracelets. I don't think I've wore a necklace in a long ass time. You know what I'm saying? I just don't like top jewelry. I don't know why. I do like rings. I'm lying. I do wear a lot of rings. So rings and like foot jewelry is my shit. So I asked her, I was like, do you have any like anklets or anything like that, or like toe rings? She was like, well, I don't have toe rings, because why would she have beaded toe rings? That's so fucking stupid. I don't know why I asked that. But she was like, I do have some anklets. So I bought an anklet from her. Girl, it was only $2. I was like, girl, you need to be, I would have gave you $5. I was like, you need to start up. But it was like a little thin, slim black one. But it was so cute. I was like, wow, supported a black business, got a compliment, ate a good meal. I'm a little tipsy. I was like, today is starting off really nice. I'm driving back. Nobody in the road's cutting me off. Nobody's pissing me off, which is rare in Florida, because they'll give anybody a car. You know what I'm saying? Not even a license. Notice how I didn't say license. They'll give anybody a damn car. I was going to go to the mall, and I was going to like go to the beach, because I'm in my second year here, guys. Second year in Florida, still have yet been to the beach here. And I just, like, from going from Virginia Beach to where the beach was so accessible, that was like around the fucking corner. That's what you would just do to like pass time, or just literally go to the beach for literally whatever reason, because it was so close. I can't justify driving an hour. I can't. I won't. I don't. So I still never been, and I was going to do it. And then as soon as I started thinking about how far it was, all the thrill of going to the beach was just like, no. So then I went out to this other shopping center, and there was so many damn dogs. It was like a flash sale. I don't know. Jacksonville has a lot of stuff like that, like Riverwalk and stuff like that. It wasn't Riverwalk, it was something similar, but it was a whole lot of like pop-up shops and food trucks and stuff like that. But y'all, it was, for some reason, it was like a adoption dog truck out. I never seen nothing like, I haven't seen nothing like that in a long time, is what I meant to say. I didn't even think they really still did shit like that in 2024. But you know how like an adoption agency would like go out and they'll have like all the dogs out in like not kennels, but like it's little like gates and stuff, so they could get adopted. I was like, oh my God. Yes. So I run over there and I'm playing with all the dogs, and I was so nervous because a lot of times when people have stuff like that, they be like, oh, you can't touch the dog unless you want to buy it. Girl, let me play with this goddamn puppy. I was playing with all the puppies. It was like a beagle puppy, and I'm a heavy fan of big dogs. If I were to ever get a dog, it would be a large dog. I'm not really a fan of small dogs. I do like them though. I just wouldn't own one. I'll play with them all day long. It can't stay here. But there was this one beagle puppy, and I'm pretty sure they was only giving that motherfucker away for like 150. I was like, I'll slide this right now. He has to come home with me. I love him. He was like the only one that wasn't like losing his... Honestly, he was the only one that wasn't losing his fucking mind. Like everybody, all the other dogs were just like, take me home, please, please. Like they were just barking and yapping and running around, pissing and shit. And he was the only one that was just laying there. He was like, you know what? Do or you don't. I don't really give a fuck. I just want to go home. And I was like, I see myself in him so much. And when I picked him up, he just laid there. His eyes were closed. He was like, yeah. I was like, oh my God, I love him. But I didn't take him because I already have a house full of children. Then in this shopping center, after I played with all the puppies, in the shopping center, there's a Dick's Sporting Good. And I don't know if I mentioned it in previous episodes, but I'm kind of trying to turn the other side of my bedroom into like a yoga / workout studio. Because my bedroom isn't wide, it's long, if that makes sense. Like, I don't know. It's a long bedroom. So there's like the side that I sleep on, and there's a side that has like, right now it has like chairs and shit like that, so people can, it's like a seating area. And then I have my one piece of workout equipment over there with the chairs and shit like that. So I'm trying to turn it into something else. So I went into Dick's Sporting Goods so I can like try to find some like kettlebells or just like ankle weights, something like that. Something like not heavy. So I go into Dick's Sporting Goods and all of the people in there, and I'm not used to this. Like I'm fully aware at like how difficult it is to be in customer service, because I've been in customer service my whole like working career. Even like the big jobs has always been customer service. I'm always serving the fucking people. And I really understand how difficult, especially in 2024, it is to just deal with people, because some people are just fucking monsters. So when I don't get good customer service, or, you know, the cashier or whatever the fuck isn't joyous as fuck to be taking my order or ringing my shit up, I'm never fazed by that, because bitch, if I had that tag on and I was behind going beep, beep, bitch, I wouldn't be excited either. Like, what you want? Would you think I want you to smile while you ringing my milk up? No, I never understood no shit like that. It was like, hey, have a good day, sir. Like, I don't really give a fuck if you have a good day. I'm not having a good day. You know what I'm saying? So I've never been the type of person who's like, oh, you can't fucking smile. Like, damn, the customer service is just not servicing no more. Like, yeah, it's not, because it's shit like that. Because just walk away, bitch. Just walk away. Get your groceries and walk away. Y'all can tell I've been in customer service a lot. I'll never get mad at a bitch for not smiling at her job. Please. But anyway, I said all that to say, everybody in this Dick's Sporting Good was just happy to be there. And they were teenagers. I was like, oh, they must be paying y'all real good, because everybody greeted me with a smile. You need help? You looking for something? What's going on? I was like, okay, yeah. Y'all got kettlebells or what's up? She was like, no, we don't have kettlebells, but we have dumbbells. And I was like, oh, I don't need those. But she helped me find some real cute ankle weights. I bought 2 of them. They were only $5. But I was like, okay, girl, y'all like your job. I really liked it. It was a really fun experience. I was giggling. I was like, I can't remember the last time I was giggling in Dick's. Well, that was funny, but I felt like it was. But yeah, it was good. It was really nice. It was just refreshing. Like, the whole day was just refreshing. And then I was like, I got in the car because I was like, I'm about to go home. Like, this is where I'm at my limit. I'm having a good day, but it's time to go home. And then I was in the car. I drove by Dreamette, and I was like, bitch, you want some ice cream? You want some Oreo caramel something? I was like, I think I do. Pulled over, got me a little ice cream cup. I was like, Zaria, you are the man of your dreams. Do you know that? Like, I'm just so good. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I could just step outside of myself and just treat me right, I'm just like, girl, you the nigga I've been waiting for? Like, I don't know. I was like, I don't know. I like turned myself on a little bit. I don't know. Have y'all ever felt like that? Probably not. But I don't know. Like, days like this where I can spend my money how I want. Because y'all know I just paid rent. Y'all know the first was a couple weeks ago. So when I can spend my money how I want to, I definitely do. But I just can go anywhere, you know what I'm saying? I can just really just ask myself what I want. How you feeling? You want to do this? No? You want to do that? Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just so perfect for me. I'm just so perfect for me. Like, if I was rich, I know I say this a lot. I know I said it a lot when these episodes first started coming out. But if I was rich, I would not be a good person, y'all. I wouldn't. I would be a for self ass nigga. And I get it. I do. I don't want to get it, but I do get it. Like, and this is, y'all have to remember, this is the other side of my Gemini talking. All right. Because the other side of me who would actually, like, you know, be a diamond in the rough. I'll be a great person with money. I'd give so much money away. I give money away on the Patreon. I ain't even got no money. So that's how I know I would. But the let's focus on the evil side of the Gemini for a second, just for this little sliver of conversation. I would never see anybody again. That's what I mean by being a bad person. Like, I wouldn't hurt anybody. I would just never see anybody again. Family, friends, you know what I'm saying? Everybody be like, where the fuck? We'd be like looking for Waldo. Where the fuck is Arya? I wouldn't even know where I am. I'd just be out somewhere treating myself to the most luxurious experience ever. Like, everywhere. Anywhere I heard luxury, I'd be like, must follow. Oh, gotta go. Can't stay and talk. Like, I would just be floating. Bitch, I can't stop. The money is running and I gotta chase it. Like, I don't know. Like, I know, girl, I know like 80% of the population is like living paycheck to paycheck. But if you have an opportunity to have your whole paycheck to yourself, whether it's $1,200, whether it's $800, whether your whole check is $400. If you have the opportunity to have a whole paycheck to yourself where everything is paid for and you already put some away, you know what I'm saying, and ain't nothing about to get turned off, and you can spend that whole paycheck on you, you know what I'm saying? I just want y'all to tell me how you feel. Like, what is a better feeling than being by yourself, clean, moisturized, your hair is done, nails done, you smell good, you know what I'm saying? You got money in your pocket, you hungry, you just ate, you know what I'm saying? You just balling out on yourself. How does, like, what is better than that? Why would I need, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know what I'm trying to say. Why would I need something else? But it was a fantastic day. And then I came home finally and passed out, and I just woke up maybe an hour ago. And that nap, y'all, I know I said it in the beginning. I know I said it 30 minutes ago, but that nap was crazy. I haven't had a nap where I've had dry drool on my face since I was at least 8 or 9. You know what I'm saying? I haven't had a nap that good since. And I woke up and it was all down my chin. I was like, oh. But yeah, guys, that's all I wanted to tell you. I'm not going to end the episode here. I got a bunch to talk about. But that's the first thing I wanted to tell you guys, that I feel so much better just because, like, I needed some me time. And usually when I need me time, I like get on a plane and go to a different country. And I'm just like, I just need to cry somewhere else. That's not in America. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I feel like what if another shutdown happens again? Let me knock on wood. Not saying that it would, but what if I don't get the opportunity to travel as much? Or what if traveling can't always be my scapegoat to, like, you know what I'm saying? I need to figure out how to domesticate these fucking emotions. And I did it. I feel so much better. I am not sad at all today. You see how I threw today in there? Girl, tomorrow might be so different. Oh my God, buckle up. Okay, guys, moving on. So for the next topic, this wasn't even going to be a topic. I literally just saw it today when I was out to eat. I literally just saw all the controversy today. And I really do want to talk about it because I feel like a lot of you probably thought of me when this controversy came out, like a lot of people did, because a lot of people sent it to my phone and I didn't realize what they were sending me because I didn't open it until I saw it. I thought it was just a clip of the show because they knew I was a fan of the show. I know we've all seen the thing about James and Fuhad, their little tiff on Andy Schultz podcast. I feel like everybody's coming out with all of these think pieces, you know. Also, my cat is here, so if you hear purring, please excuse him. Hi, Papa. I said I feel like everybody's coming out with these. I don't know. It's disappointing. I guess that's why my like voice just dropped, but it's just exhausting because. And I saw the apology and everything. Like, I'm fully caught up. It's Monday afternoon. I'm fully caught up. I'm not going to lie. This is why I always say I like waiting until the last minute of things, or like waiting until like the apology or like somebody else says something first to say something. Because had I not seen the apology, I probably would have said something different. It would have still been in the same ballpark, but definitely I would have tweaked the words a little differently. But to the apology that they gave, I feel like, and this is why I'm so, guys, I don't even know where to start. It's so easy to please Black people, right? Especially Black women. And it's one of my least favorite things about us. We are so forgiving and we are too easily impressed. Right? That's one of my least favorite things about us. And I say us because I'm not gonna lie, in my 26 years, I've invited an undeserving motherfucker to a cookout once or twice. So I'm not gonna act like it's never been me. Right? But it's just too easily impressed and very, very easily forgiving is all Black people, right? Most of us. Some might not so much anymore, but you know what I'm saying? That's where, you know, that's the baseline. And so I also feel like apologizing to us, we are one of the easiest communities to apologize to, right? Especially Black women. Because the way Fuhad, I don't really give a fuck what James got to say, okay? But all Fuhad had to do was make direct eye contact with that camera and be like, y'all know I love my chocolate ladies. We ain't even pay that motherfucker no attention. We laughed because that nigga's stupid, and we knew when that episode came out, he was going to look fucking stupid. It ain't no thing. One thing about us, you don't ever got us worry about contributing to a motherfucker talk about our Black queens. Like, we love a chocolate lady. That's all you had to say. All I had to hear was chocolate love. You know what I'm saying? Hell, you could have did that in the interview. That would have been lovely. You know what I'm saying? You niggas just had to say something. But the apology was, basically this is what the apology was. The white man made us nervous and we didn't know how to handle it other than to shuck and jive. You know what I'm saying? The white man put pressure on us and we didn't know what to do. We were panicked. Our fight or flight kicked in. Even though we're 33, combined 66 years old, we didn't know what to do. And so we just laughed because that's what you do when you're like, you know. I think he didn't even say sorry. I don't even remember the apology. I think he said we want to apologize and that was it. And then at the end of the apology, he was like, so anyway, back to regular scheduling program. It's like, okay. It's like, that was clearly PR. I know Megan was probably screaming at y'all need to make a video. Yeah, no, it's clipped. It's clipped. I never unsubscribed so fast. And it's just like, I feel like there's just so many avenues on how they didn't give a fuck. Because one, they're saying, oh, well, we couldn't just walk out. That's bad for business. I've seen plenty of podcasts where people be like, oh, y'all niggas tripping. I'm about to dip. Isn't Rick Ross famous for going to the bathroom during the podcast and not coming back? Like, what do you talk about? Like, and they did it for less. They did it over shit that I don't even know what they were talking about, but I for sure as hell don't think it was talking about how Black women be slapping the shit out of everybody. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure they weren't talking about that, and them niggas got the fuck up and walked out. So why couldn't y'all? That's like openly admitting, oh, we ain't real men. We didn't know what to say, so we just fucking tucked our dicks and started giggling. Because one, you could have walked out. You could have paid for it to be edited out so it wasn't premiered at all. You know what I'm saying? Or when the episode did preview, if you couldn't pay for it to get it cut out, you could, hey, Cloudy, if you couldn't get it paid for to get clipped out, the minute the episode dropped, y'all should have put out an episode like, hey, yo, there's a little section in this episode. We don't want to get that misconstrued. We was laughing because that nigga was on some other shit and we wanted to make the topic go by faster. Y'all could have stopped it before it became something. But y'all, the episode been out. The episode been out for some months, if I'm not mistaken. You know what I'm saying? So the only reason you apologize is because a black woman saw it and got offended, and then she decided to tell her other fellow black women, and they got offended, and y'all was like, uh-oh, that's that black coin that we need. Let's give out a bullshit and apology and hope they eat it up. And some of y'all are. Some of y'all are like, I knew it wasn't my kings. I knew it could have never been y'all. It is them. So, yeah. Stop doing that. Stop always forgiving people. Because I promise you, they didn't mean that apology. They was belly laughing with their chest, knees, and ankles. They was laughing because they agreed. Right? Okay. That's all I'm gonna say about that, because I don't know them niggas, but I've been watching them for a really long time. Like I said, you can probably go back to episode 1 and I probably mentioned them niggas. You know what I'm saying? One of the main reasons I started my podcast is because of watching them, because their growth within 3 years was astounding. I was like, nigga, I could do that. I'm from America. I could do that. I love black women. Black women love me. I could do exactly what they doing. Right? And now look. Okay. So yeah. Okay, guys, I'm going to end the episode with a story time that I meant to tell you guys a while ago when it happened. I think I mentioned it, but I didn't tell you. Or did I tell you? If I told you, I'm just going to tell you again. But I'm re-mentioning it, or I'm retelling the story, because it's also been contributing to a tiny bit of why I'm in a better mood. So a few months ago, my biological grandma called me. Don't know how she got my number, because my number definitely isn't 757 anymore. I'm a 904 girly now. Oh, Jesus. Help me, Jesus. So I don't know how she got my number, but she called me, and, you know, we basically had a, hey, Canary, stop, please. Oh, well, now your brother joined you. Never mind. Let me just, it's fine. If you guys hear tumbling in the back, it's my children. They are equally as insane as their mom. But my biological grandma called me, and we had a really long phone call. You know, if I haven't mentioned this before, or if you just forgot, or you just never listened to this podcast before, I get all of my mental illnesses from my grandma. Like, I am the exact replica of my grandma when it comes to mental health. We have the exact same shit. Literally, like, I've seen her paperwork. She's seen mine. Like, that bitch is who I get it from. She understands me 100%. Her own daughter, which is my biological mother, don't even understand that shit. And she got some herself. Not the same. A little different. But she got some. She still don't understand it. So my grandma has always been the person I go to. Well, used to be the person I always went to when, oh my God. So when we talked on the phone, we were talking about all that stuff, and she was just checking to see how I was, and mentally and stuff. She was like, you know, I can literally feel whenever you're not feeling well. You know what I'm saying? So all these years that we haven't been talking and stuff like that, she was like, my heart's been hurting because I felt your heart hurting, and, you know, just like, you know. And so she was like, you should come to Virginia next weekend, and we can, like, go out to eat, we can talk and do all this stuff. And I was like, yeah, I haven't been to Virginia Beach in a long time, so yeah, fuck it, let's do it. Now, sometimes when I fly into Norfolk, my stomach start hurting, because y'all gotta realize that's where I was born and raised, minus the 8 years, 8 years I was in Fayetteville, North Carolina. So all of my memories, good and bad, are in Norfolk and Virginia Beach. So it's just like, every time the fucking wheel hit the tarmac, my stomach is just like, oh, bitch, I hate this place, but I also love it. So I was like, yeah, I'll go. Yeah, fuck it, I'll go. So it comes to that weekend, and I meet up with my grandma, and, you know, as soon as I hug her, I was just like, ha, yes, loved you. And my grandma is a big, beautiful woman. She's like 6'3", 6'4", skinny, lanky, tall ass woman, you know? So she's like towering over me as we're hugging. And her hair got so long. I was just like, I haven't seen her in a long ass time. If you know, I haven't been really that much in contact with anybody from my biological side. So, I was just analyzing her. I was like, damn, your hair got longer. Fucking skin got a little darker. I was like, all right, now look at you getting some melanin. All right. Because I don't know why all the women on my biological side have no melanin whatsoever. But hey, I got some. That's all that matters. So we were trying to find somewhere to eat. And it was like Saturday. It was like maybe 11 o'clock in the morning. And all of our favorite spots were like booked up. We tried to go to, what's that shit called? Bay something. They got these big ass mimosas for like $8. I mean, the mimosa glass is the size of your head, and they fill that bitch to the rim. It's crazy. But we couldn't go there because they were all booked up, and we didn't want to eat outside. And then we tried to go to the spot on the beach, but they were all booked up as well. So then I was like, bitch, you want to go to IHOP? She was like, I do want to go to IHOP. I was like, let's go, because them steak tips and eggs is calling that bitch name. We go to IHOP. We catching up. She telling me about my family members that I haven't seen or talked to in, 5-6 years. Well, I found out one of my little niggas is, he not my little nigga. One of my little cousins is literally on TV wanted by the government. I said, yep, that checks out. That little nigga was a psychopath. I was like, y'all ain't, we shoot them. Anyway, find out a lot of my little cousins had kids. I was like, oh, they out here. Who had kids? How old is they? Okay. How old am I? All right. Yeah, she was just giving me all. I was like, you see why I don't talk to y'all? Because this is wild. I was like, not wanted by everybody. Ew. But yeah, catching me up on my dysfunctional ass family. I'm catching her up on, my life in Florida. What's going on with me? I don't know why they keep trying to put a baby in me. But she's like, no. I was like, no, girl. No. Now, my grandma don't pressure me. She's asked. You know what I'm saying? I promise you, if my grandma could have not had my mom, aunt, and uncle, she probably wouldn't have. My grandma is an advocate for not having kids, for sure. But she just asked just in case I changed my mind. And I was like, no. Like I said, just a good catch-up time. And so she was like, when's the last time you talked to your mom? And I was like, I knew this question was coming. I was like, I knew you was about to ask me this. And I was like, I'm going to be honest with you. Since like 2020, probably. Yeah, probably 2020. Since the last time I like held a conversation with her. And seen her physically, and she was like, you want to go over there? Like, we could go see her. And I was like, ooh, I do not know how that is going to go, girl. You are really pushing the line right now, because my mom has been so many different people in my life. So I'm just like, I don't know if the sweet reunion you think is going to happen is going to happen. You know what I'm saying? Because my mom has been the villain, the monster, the savior, the hero. You know what I'm saying? She's been all these things in my life. And I'm just like, I didn't really ask for that. So I don't really think that's necessary. But the more we talked about it, I was like, all right, fuck it. Let's do it. Whatever reaction I get, that's just the reaction I get. All right. Feeling extra guilty because between 2020 and 2024, my mom has called me, texted me, Facebook messaged, WhatsApped me, and I just haven't responded or picked up. You know what I'm saying? Because I've just been in an emotional turmoil. These last 4 years were probably the last mental worst years of my life, and I just couldn't deal with that side of my family, including her, because she was a very, very large contributor of my pain. And so, yeah, I was feeling guilty about that. I was like, I've been ignoring this bitch for the past almost 5 years. So I really don't know how she's going to react to seeing me, especially with no call, no like anything that I'm coming. I'm going to just pop up at this bitch front door and be like, surprise. I don't know. And so we do just that. We pull up to our house. My grandma's like, stay on the side real quick. And I'm like, all right, bitch, we look like we about to do a heist. Oh my God, what are we doing? So she called my mom. She's like, hey, come down. I got some paper for you or whatever the fuck. And my mom comes down and opened the door. And I just like, without cue, bitch, I just like immediately just stepped to the side so she could see me. And she stared at me longer than I was comfortable with, if I'm being honest with you. Like, it's almost like she didn't recognize me. Because, like, she wasn't staring at me and smiling. She wasn't making she wasn't making like a mean face. She was just staring at me like she was really trying to process who I was. And then she just started crying. And then I started crying. And I don't know why I started crying. And then she just hugged me. And now we both crying. And I was just like, okay. And I was crying, like really crying, like snot bubbles and everything, bitch. I was crying. I hadn't cried that hard in a long time. And I cry all the time. Not that hard. And she just would not let me go. I tried to pull back from the hug. 2 or 3 times, and she just kept squeezing me. And I was like, this is not the reaction I thought I was going to get from you specifically. I was so shocked. And I think that's why I started crying, because my body was just not prepared for that. Like, my guard was up so high. And I was just like, oh, wow. Okay. I was just like, even now, that was damn near that was a long time ago. It was a couple months ago. But even now, I'm still uncomfortable, because I'm just like, wow. Okay. And then she like dragged me in her house. She started fixing me a plate of food. We already ate, mind you. We had just literally came from Waffle House. She started feeding me shit, getting me juice, water. She was like, you need anything? I was like, no, I'm fine. Like, I'm okay. I'm good. I just wanted to come see you. She was like, oh my gosh. She started telling me stories. She started taking off her shirt, lifting up her pants, showing me all her new tattoos, because we a tattoo family. I got 17 myself. Okay. We tatted up in this family. But she started showing me all her new tats and shit. I was like, oh my God, that's dope as fuck. And it was just like, she felt like a friend I haven't seen in a long time. She didn't feel like my mom that used to abuse the fuck out of me. You know what I'm saying? So it was just a weird feeling that I had. I was just like, I don't know. I feel like I'm having an outer body experience, literally. So I don't know. And now she like calls me. I pick up. You know what I'm saying? She called me a couple days ago. We had a nice little 30-minute chat. It was real cute, real dainty, real ladylike, real appropriate. It was really nice. And I also don't feel any motherly instincts towards her. Like, I don't feel like she's my mom. Like, when I talk to her, I talk to her the same way I talk to y'all. Like, bitch, guess what the fuck just happened? Like, girl, shut the fuck up. Like, you dumb. Like, that's how I talk to her, because honestly, to be honest with y'all, I've never really felt any like parental like source from her. It's just that she's always just been the bitch that's been in charge of me. You know what I'm saying? She's always just been the bitch it's just been me and her. You know what I'm saying? She is in charge of me. So, you know, sometimes I got to listen to her. But as far as like feeling a real parental, like, I don't know, power from her, I've just never felt that. So, yeah, that's been really, hold on, my cat's choking. Jesus. But yeah, so, I don't know. I guess that's a nice little catch up to what's been going on the past couple months and stuff. But I don't know. I was really excited to tell y'all that I feel so much better. Like, I don't know if y'all can hear it, but I feel really good. Like, my headspace is clear. Everything is clear. Like, and I'm not going to lie. I took a little break from talking to a lot of people in my life. I sent out a message that was like, hey, I'm not finna be a good friend. You got to give me like a couple days, bitch, because I can't. I'm not there. I don't have anything to give for anybody. And I feel better now. I feel a lot better now. Like, I'm ready to frolic. I'm ready to frolic. I'm finna find something to do and frolic. But thank you guys for listening. If you're listening on the audio platform, Spotify, Apple, please rate the podcast. Give me some words with the rating too. Love that. If you're listening on YouTube, please subscribe. The views are going up and up more on YouTube. The subscribers you guys are very constant. You're very consistent. I like that about you, because the views always match the subscribers. And my cats are starting to tear up my house. This is how I know the outro is getting too long. Okay. I will see you guys in the next episode, and I hope you guys feel great. And I will see you guys then. Bye.